We're celebrating the fact that I was right. And I bet you're wondering how that all worked out. So I'm going to explain to you what happened. Donald Trump tried to pass some legislation that would allow employers to discriminate against employees based on their sex, whether they consider themselves LGBTQ. And they could fire him. And the Supreme Court just took that and ripped it up and said, fuck you, Trump. Can't do it. So this is exactly what I said. Now, unfortunately, this isn't true with everything, but this is exactly what I said was going to happen with Donald Trump before he was elected. I said, he's going to be a paper tiger. I said, because people are going to be too smart to enact his stupid legislation. But I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Man, people jumped right on board with Donald Trump, and they have been supporting all of his bullshit. But on one of the things that matters most, paper tiger. You know, he created legislation, and exactly what I said was going to happen, happened. Finally, the Supreme Court said, fuck you, Donald Trump. You can't discriminate against people based on their sex. So, thank you to the Supreme Court. And Shayna Lynn, I look forward to my apology. And what's up there? Even though she doesn't owe me an apology at all, he is not a paper tiger. And that is true. He has done more damage than I ever thought possible. He's been responsible for more despair and misery than I ever thought possible. But just too many people jumped on his ship, you know? All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is for all. Top of the hour. Cheers, everybody. Let's get started smoking here. The solar guy is here. Hopefully he's going to figure out what's going on with my system. So, I took the bird to Santa Rosa. Oh, don't smoke blunts. You're smoking tobacco? Margie, why are you smoking tobacco? Causes, I don't know, maybe you haven't heard about it, Margie, but tobacco causes lung cancer. It's probably not a good idea to be doing it. Anyhow, so I drove to Santa Rosa, and I gotta say, my truck, it was just so nice to drive my truck on the highway. I haven't done that in so long, and it drives so well. I got to go around a winding road, 11 miles of a winding road through a mountain. Yeah. What's that? Yeah. Hold on, I'll come down there and give it to you. Hold on, Rogan. Rogan's, no, you stay. You're very bad. You make it sound like a kennel. Kennel hound. What's up, kennel hound? So, I had a stroke, says Margie. Karsten, hello. All right, you said it before. Okay. I'm smoking a blunt. Yes, I read the Congress answer on Reuters too. Right? Nobody smokes tobacco. I'm so glad that Karsten is following Reuters. Good for you, Karsten. Good for you, buddy. Nobody smokes tobacco anymore in real. Psh, nobody does that anymore, pal. Psh. Janelle Longoria, hello. Margie Gatrell, my doctor says to smoke cannabis, not cigarettes. Margie, let's call it cannabis on my live stream. Marijuana is a racist term. Okay? I could teach you about it if you want to learn, but you could just take my word for it and trust me, like most people do. It's racist. It's ugly. That's why we call it cannabis, because that's the real name, not the made-up name marijuana, which I just even hate hearing that word come out of my mouth. Margie, I'm sorry you had a stroke. Karsten, Rogan comes back. Karsten, hey, Nay, my bad. Haven't been on much. My aunt died of cancer, so I'm with family going through that. Pro Dragon, I'm so sorry. Missed you for sure, and I'm so sorry about your family member. It's horrible, bro. All right, we're at the top of the hour. I'm just fucking free smoking because I do what I want. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Smoke along with me. So I got to drive around these winding roads, and my truck is really big and heavy, but the tires are balding. So you can really get on it, and the tires just, it's almost like racing slicks. And man, it was just sliding around those turns. There are 25-mile-an-hour turns. I was going around them at like 45 miles an hour and just pushing the truck through them. And I had Rogan with me in the front seat a couple times. I had to put my arm in front to hold him because we were going really fast around some of these turns. I was coming home. Going out there, I went nice and slow because I had the bird in the car, you know. But it was cool. I'll tell you how that went. I got a little video of the bird too. You guys, I found out the bird is a she said a what did she say it was? So it was she said I think she said thrush or something. But anyhow, yeah. I got a picture of the bird. So you guys want to see the bird? There's the birdie. You guys are wondering what the bird looked like. And you could see, actually, after the bird woke up this morning, it didn't look as messed up. It was pretty because it got all the kitty saliva off of itself. You know, it was all mushed down. It looked like it was half dead. And then this morning it was all puffed up and it looked fine, man. It didn't look like it was hurt at all, you know? So I took a little video. A little video of the bird before I put him in the before I took him inside the bird sanctuary. Y'all can see he did well. Chilling. He survived. I gave him just a couple of drops of water. He was pee, 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 wouldn't stop, and he had his mouth like that. I gave him just a couple of drops of water, and he stopped and fucking bedded down for the night, and he was fine. Didn't make any more. I put him in the warming cabinet. How funny is that? I put him in the warming cabinet with the trendy paint oil in a box. It was perfect, man. You know, it's probably like 85 degrees in there or something. It's perfect, man. So yeah, I drove an hour to Santa Rosa with the dog, stopped and got gas here locally because I didn't want to get gas in Santa Rosa. Man, had a really nice drive. And on the way home, I thought I was getting a ticket from the police. I was doing about 55 in a 20. And I came around a turn, and there was a police officer sitting up on a driveway looking down on the road. And as soon as I came around the turn hauling ass, he started moving. He started coming down the driveway. And I was like, fuck, he got me. I was like, son of a bitch, because I was hauling ass. And I just pulled right over into there's a pull-off, you know, and I just pulled right over. I was like, he's going to pull right in behind me and give me a fucking ticket. He got me. And that motherfucker came down the driveway and made a right, went the other way. I got back on the road. I was like, yes. Yes, Rogan. Yes. We start driving down the road. Oh, yes. I'm a human being too, people. Just like you. See that? We all share these common occurrences. Hey, Bernie. Oh, that smells so delish. The terps really make a big difference, man. It's really nice. Dove, I was the wild baby bird lady for many years when I lived in Georgia. Everyone called me when a baby bird fell out of the nest. It's a full-time job. Eating back there in the back, you could hear them all. They got a whole bunch of birds back there. All right, it is 7:10. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is for all. Cheers, everybody. And while we're smoking, feel free to peruse my bill to end police brutality. Feel free to read some of that. All right? Cheers. Hey, Jiggles. It makes way more sense than defunding the police. That's just stupid. That's a stupid concept. It should have never taken off like it did. And then all of these idiots are out there trying to explain themselves through it. Well, what we mean when we say shut the fuck up! It doesn't make sense! Okay? Defunding the police? What, you're not going to give them any more money? That doesn't make sense. So they all quit and you don't have police anymore? You know, have you ever used the police for anything? Jesus fucking Christ. It just doesn't make sense. And to sit there and listen to them try to do the verbal gymnastics, it's impossible. And so they just trip over themselves and they sound like fucking idiots. Hey man, I'm on right-wing radio, and I'm going progressive, left-wing, right-wing on my radio. I switch between them. One of them starts just sounding really fucking stupid, and it's beyond the point of being funny. I go to the next channel. This morning, I was listening to a right-winger that was making sense. And I hate that shit. You know, you fucking cunts on the left, you need to fucking pay attention to what I'm about to say. All right? You fucking idiots that are out there crying, defund the police. Yeah, the right-wingers are all out there calling you out, making you sound like the little dumb bitches that you sound like. And they're right. They're correct. You know, this is the answer. You don't defund the police, you just correct what's wrong with it. That's all. You just correct it. And this little page corrects it. You know, it corrects it. Read it. You won't be saying defund the police either once you read this. You'll be like, oh, no. Trending Days bill is what needs to happen. Yeah, once you read it, you'll be sold on it. See, and that's the problem is people don't want to read it. People don't want to look, I don't want to look at it. That guy might be right, and then I might have to be a supporter of him. And they hate me, because I call them all cunts. Well, you are a bunch of fucking cunts. If you're out there saying defund the police, you're a dumb cunt. You're not getting it. Okay? Instead of saying defund the police, you need to reform the police. That's all. You just reform the entire system. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what laws do. Laws reform things. They change the way things are, the way we're supposed to behave. One law could handle all police departments in the United States. It would be as simple as passing one bill. 1 page, 4 paragraphs. You've got section 1, education. Second section is punishment, then monitoring, then oversight. It is so simple. There's just a few things there. Education, punishment, monitoring, and oversight. That's all you got to do. And that will reform the police. And you don't need to defund them. And you don't need to make yourself sound like a bunch of fucking idiots, because that is what the left is doing right now. Oh my God. I mean, you guys are making no sense, man. And you just want to ignore me because you don't like me. And hey, man, I understand. Okay, fine. I get it. I'm not even going to ask why. I get it. I know why. But hey, regardless, you're not going to defund the police, number one. That's not going to happen. Number two, this is since 2014 has been the answer that you wanted to fucking ignore. It's there. If you're seeing and hearing my words right now, well, then you know about it. And if you guys will do me a favor, the people that support me, if you guys will go ahead and share the show. Share the show and put the time in the show that it is right now. I don't know how far into the show it is. And say, hey, listen to this part where he's talking about his bill. And why don't you read his bill to your audience? Instead of everybody saying defund the police, which makes no sense whatsoever, why don't you listen to this guy who gets everything right? He's right about everything. He might be a douchebag and you might fucking hate him, but maybe you do because he's right all the time about everything. But check out what he says about that, because he's right about that too. I mean, you guys could do that for me, right? Kepper, you could do that for me, right? Karsten, you could do that for me, right? They're the only 2 people that are participating right now in the live stream in the last three minutes or so. Look, man, this bill that I wrote, it covers the whole goddamn thing. It takes care of it. Don't be scared of it. Read it, understand it, and know that I'm right. Sucks to be you. I'm the one that wrote it, not you. If that's what the problem is, I don't know. When I find a good thing, I give the person or people or agency whatever credit for it, and I use it. Hey, water bongs are great. Whoever invented them, thank you. I'm using it all the time. I didn't come up with it, but I'm going to use it. You could do the same thing with this bill. Just because you didn't write it doesn't mean you can't believe in it and support it. Susie Dixon, I don't understand what's so funny about that. Why is that funny? Randy Church, thank you. Everest. Cheers from Aruba. Just about to head to work. Right on, Everest, Fearon. Good to see you again, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't mean I'm not going to fucking use it every day because I didn't invent it. I mean, I don't understand why people are such cunts. You know, why are people such little bitch cunts? Read it. Read the fucking thing and then share it around everywhere and show everybody that I was fucking right. You know? That's all. Because I was right. Because defund the police is not right. Fucking, somebody want to try to debate me? You know, you gonna go be a fucking pig? For free? You know, and are you gonna go take a job where you know there's people like me every day that are calling you a fucking pig, and there's songs from cool people like Ice Cube that say, fuck the police! You know? You can choose to sit on your ass and do nothing, or you can fucking share this to people that you think will pay attention and that have audiences. We could start small and work our way up. Find someone on Twitter with 10,000 followers and say, hey man, would you share this with your following? You got 10,000 Twitter followers, and that would be instantly 10,000 people that would know about this bill that this guy wrote in 2014, and he's been ignored and he's been algorithmed, and this is what Facebook and YouTube and Twitter think is good for you. To algorithm someone like me since 2014 that's been posting shit like this, making sense. Why? Why? Because I call Donald Trump a dumb cunt? Because I say cunt? Really? Cunt? Cunt? Does that word bother you? Well, fuck you then. You know what? I'm fine. I got my garden, I got my cannabis, and fuck the rest of the world. If the word cunt bothers you so much that I get algorithmed out, well, sorry. You know, maybe some of you will grab the baton and run with it. You know, some of you that don't call other people cunts, maybe you guys could grab the baton and run with it. I guess my journey here is ended with this bong rip. Happy 420, no law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism, tisms for all. Everybody cheers. Thank you for sharing, Margie. Because I'm adult material. California growers, I support you in doing that. That's why I am where I am today, because I stopped sniffing cocaine and I started smoking nothing but cannabis. And that saved my life because cocaine was killing me. If you want to get down on the ground, cocaine. Don't forget this fact. Can't get back cocaine. She don't mind, she don't mind, she don't mind. Cocaine. Hey Billy, what's up? Every day? No, man. Eventually, the thing with me was it wouldn't matter. If I started to use cocaine, I couldn't stop using it. You know, maybe for someone like you, You can use it every once in a while and enjoy it and stop and be good. But someone like me, man, no control. I have absolutely no way to say no to it. You know, if I started using it, I wouldn't be able to stop. And see, that's why I know just not to fuck with it and just stay away from it. Because as long as I do that, I don't have to worry about being in that situation again, being in that position. And that was a really bad place for me to be. The worst place of my life, you know, was when I was addicted to coke and I wanted more. It's the worst place of my life, man. It's amazing. Think about it. Think about it, guys. Think about this. Okay. Now, don't be offended. I don't believe in God. So when I say this, if you disbelieve or in the things I say, don't be offended. We have different points of view, different opinions. You can have yours, I can have mine. But me, I don't believe in a God or anything. So for me, you know, all of this, us being here, the planet, the animals, the trees, the oceans, the weather, everything, it's all just this crazy amount of chance that everything just fell into place, you know, crazy amount. But how crazy is it, right? That not only are we here and we're alive and that we've got smartphones, but that there's literally a drug. You know, there's literally a drug here that we can manufacture from a fucking plant that will ruin our lives. And if we find that shit and the wrong person gets a hold of it, it's, you know, you could die. It's just, it's crazy when you think, what are the chances of not only mankind existing, but there being a drug that makes mankind act like that? You know, it's fucking crazy. That's gotta blow your mind. Just that in itself. It's gotta blow your mind. Gepper's like, I don't mind coke so much. It's the meth. It's the meth heads. I don't like the meth. The cocaine I don't mind so much. Yeah, you know, California, bro, I used to work, I could say it, I used to work at Universal Studios and I used to sell the employees in the management and the fucking, some of the big people there, cocaine. When I worked at Universal Studios, I sold cocaine to the employees and the management. And I did it with them too. So, you know, they could try to deny that those sales ever occurred, but I could always say, well, you can't deny the fact that we literally snorted it. You know? So, yeah, that's, you guys might not know that about me. But yeah, that was a long time ago. And man, that was when I thought I had that shit under control. I thought, you know, I'm just not going to do it that much, and it's cool, it's fun, and I'll make a lot of money selling it and blah blah blah. Oh boy. Don't get high on your own supply. That's all I got to say. That shit is real. You know, when you hear that saying, don't get high on your own supply, and you're, you know, if you have an addiction issue, it could be cannabis. But if it's coke, bro, don't go there. Oh my goodness. It becomes, especially if you have that addictive personality. You know, you just don't do it. Don't do it. No, not gonna do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Water toxicity is real. Interesting point to join. I know that. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm right about everything if I didn't keep fucking proving it. You know? I know that sounds fucked up. But there's just too much shit that I've gotten right. Dude, Now I'm trying to find someone who's got psoriasis that the trendy paint oil is not working on. You know? Or athlete's foot. Or canker sores inside their mouth. You know? Or muscle damage, bone damage, arthritis. I'm just looking for someone that it's not working for. So I can say 1 out of 1,000 people say this does not work for them. You know? It was
Anthony, he's a big boy. He can speak for himself. Now, what was it you said? I'm funny. Funny how? What? Like I amuse you? Now, I might be a little fucked up. I know. But, I'm just trying to get, funny. Like, what? Like I look funny? Like, what's funny? Like, show me funny!
Been there, done that. Yeah, man, that's amazing. I'll be your Huckleberry. My problem is I want more and more, says Karsten. You won't find someone, I guess. Well, there were 2 women, okay? 2 women. One of them had sciatica, and she said it wasn't helping with her sciatica. And the other one had some pain in her leg, and she used it, and she said it worked great. And then 2 weeks later, somebody gave her something else, and she said that stuff worked even better, and that my stuff didn't work at all of a sudden. I was like, okay. So there's those 2 people that I know of. Hey, Eddie. I was just talking about you. I was just talking about you, Eddie. I was just... Kirk Dean is here, everyone. Kirk Dean. You like the full beard? It's not really a full beard. But, yeah, I'm letting a little bit grow in. I'm shaving it a little bit, and I'm shaving the cheeks here. Because I didn't want that wild man look. It gets wild. I look wild. You look at my fuck you shirt, man.
Look at my fuck you shirt, man. Look at the face on my fuck you shirt. I look like a goddamn... I look like a big grizzly.
I look like a goddamn big grizzly. I don't like that look. I don't like that so much. It's too much. It's too much, man. It's too much. It's too much. I like a nice hand. A nicer fade. I like a nicer fade. I'm letting it grow into a fade. It's growing into a fade. It's a fade. I'm fading it. I'm going to let it fade. I'm just going to fade a little bit. I like to fade it. Fading it. I wonder if they used it right then. Bottom of the hour, no law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism, tisms for all, everybody. Cheers to you all good people. I seen all good people turn their heads each day. So satisfied, I'm on my way. Don Schooley. You know what's funny? I was sitting in traffic. I got stuck in this construction that they don't need to do. It's really weird. They're redoing a road that they don't need to redo, but whatever. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and I recognized the guy behind me. He's like a Rasta guy. He's like 6 feet tall, 6'1", slim, and he's really cool dude. I've known him for a few years. He always says hi. I've given him trendy paint oil before. And he was sitting behind me. He's the car behind me in traffic. And we got moving. I know he knows it was me because it says Trendy 1 on the back of my truck. So I know he knew it was me. And we started going down this highway, and there was a car in front of me for a little while, and it pulled out of the way, and all of a sudden it was wide open road. So I'm like, I got on it. And, you know, I'm checking out to see how fast he'd be willing to go just to see where he was at. Dude, I was hauling ass. Okay? Hauling ass. I mean, obnoxious fucking speeds. And he stayed with me for a little while. And I said, I know when we hit these hills, he's not going to be able to keep up with me because he's in a Honda and I'm in that fucking diesel. And that's where, believe it or not, the fucking diesel doesn't fucking stutter, was when you're going up a hill. And it's like you're not going up a hill. You don't feel the fucking hill. There's so much power. You know, all you got to do is press the accelerator a little bit harder, whatever, you know. But I knew that thing was going to fucking struggle. So as soon as we got into these winding turns that are going up the mountain, I fucking got on it. Wah! Dude, I got on it. And I looked in my rear view a couple times. I could see him, you know, around the last look, you know, he just start coming around the corner, and I get on it even more, and I'd get to the next one, I'd look, and I'd just a blip, and boom, you know, I'd be around the corner, and then get around the next one, and didn't see him. I was like, blah, blah, you know, the next one, blah, I was like, just gonna lay it on, blah, because I'm just climbing, and I just want to see what he's gonna do, and I'm just going up the mountain, and I'm doing 65, 70, 75 miles an hour, and I get into the turns, and I'm like, this is where he's going to be able to catch up to me, because it gets into these tight little turns, and he's in this little Honda, and I'm in this big truck, and so I'm slowing down, and I'm pushing it, man, 45, 50 through these tight-ass 20-mile-an-hour turns, and my truck is just sliding, the tires are this close to fucking breaking. I could feel it. And no drifting, no drifting at all on bald fucking tires, no drifting. And this fucker just sticks to the road, man. And I'm pushing it, and then I get to the place where everybody slows down because people have been killed there. Everybody goes the speed limit through here because there's pedestrians. And somebody was crossing the road and got run over. It's very dangerous. I slowed down, and I'm going the speed limit. And I'm like, I smoked him. I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, I bet he is right behind me. I bet he's right behind me. I didn't see him, but I had a feeling. I'm like, he was hauling ass back there. So I get through the speed limit part of town, and there he is right behind me. I'm like, son of a bitch! He hauled ass. Dude, he hauled ass. He was flying to be anywhere near where I was. He was going real fast. So I was impressed. I was just testing. I was just kind of curious to see what he was going to do, because I've known him for a long time. But the one thing I don't know about him is how fast he drives. And he fucking drives fast. All right, so whatever. Free smoke. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it was fun. Yeah, that diesel going up mountain hills. Oh, bro, you can smoke people. Even in that big ass 2500. You can smoke them, man. Even little cars. I did it coming through the mountain. Coming back into Lake County. I did it. There was a little car. It's so funny. I'll tell you that story too, man. But I smoked a fucking car, bro. He was trying, but he just didn't. As soon as we hit the inclines, he just couldn't. He couldn't keep up, man. Those little cars, the 4 cylinders and the 6 cylinders, they're great for going around turns and shit. But as soon as they start going up, man, they lose their fucking power. You're going into a turn, and you're going up a hill, and the things just, they don't have it. This thing, you have to not give it full power because you'll end up in the goddamn gutter, man. It'll do it. It'll flip, it'll roll. It'll do whatever it's going to do, it'll do, because it's got unstoppable power. And the only time you ever really notice it is when you're going up a hill. Otherwise, it's just kind of, it's kind of bumpy, and it's not really comfortable to ride. It's not a Lexus, that's for sure. When they say like a rock, it's like riding on a rock. Rides like a rock. Oh, it's bumpy as hell. Rides like a rock. Oh, my spine is coming apart. Rides like a rock. Oh, I feel every bump in the road. And the potholes too. That's what they should say. All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is just for all. Cheers, everybody. I'm smoking. How about y'all? I passed some motherfuckers today hauling ass, and they tried to race me. Almost every single one of them. And it's a passing lane, So, they lose every time. You try to race me, you're going to lose if I want to pass you. So, I passed this one car, and we're going, I can't remember if it was a truck or a car because I passed a few vehicles, but I just remember it was a truck because it was a car and then a truck, right? I passed the car, then the truck was in front of it, right? And when you're in the right lane, when I'm in the right lane and someone's passed me on the left, I slow down to let them get in front of me faster. That way we're not side by side hauling ass. These cars, they like tried to test me to see how fast I was going to go. And let me tell you something about Darth Vader. Darth Vader looks intimidating. It looks like the Intimidator. It does. When it's coming around a corner, when you're looking in your rear view and you see that black motherfucker coming at you, it is mean as fuck looking. And they're looking in their side view mirror, and they're looking in their rear view mirror, and they're driving, and they're thinking, I'm gonna take this dude, because they see that vehicle and it's got the big Chevy emblem on it, and they probably fucking hate Dale Earnhardt, and they think they're gonna, in their Fords and shit, and they think they're going to, whatever the reason is. And this truck, we were going around a turn, and it was like a 20 mile an hour turn, and him and I were doing he was doing 50, and I was doing 55, pushing 60 on the outside, and the car coming the other way, and I'm just locked in, and my truck just boom right past that motherfucker, and you could tell he was just trying so hard. And as soon as we hit the second turn in front of us, I was already a car length ahead of him. and he was pushing his truck. Trying, he had an 8-cylinder. It was an 8-cylinder Chevy, I think, or an 8-cylinder GMC or something. But it was a big full size. And, when there's two full-size vehicles that are passing each other around turns, it's real hairy. And you just hope that everybody's going to stay in their lane. And luckily that guy stayed in his lane, and I was able to just surgery around that motherfucker. Surgery. Like I said, no drifting at all. The tires, and they're bald. I don't know how it does it. But and I was not in 4-wheel drive. And I could have been in 4-wheel drive. If I wanted to feel more in control, I could have totally been in 4-wheel drive and really just stepped on it because it feels so much more stable. But I was in rear wheel and I was just kicking ass. Quarter of the hour, cannabis is just for all. Cheers. So I'm coming back and I'm hauling ass, right? And there's a line of cars in front of me. And there's a little black car. And I'm like, see, that's the kind of car you want through here. It's 4-cylinder, but it's tiny. And it's great for going around turns. And I'm like, it'll be interesting. He might smoke me through here. It's 11 miles of this. Seriously, 11 miles of 25, 20 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour turns like this. And you're going all the way around a fucking mountain pass. And it's all like that the whole way. And there's passing lanes. There's passing lanes that go all the way through. There's like 5 passing lanes, six passing lanes. They're long. They're like half-mile long passing lanes. One of them's like a mile-long passing lane. It's awesome. That was the one where I passed the car and the truck. Anyhow, this is before I passed that car and truck. There was this line of cars and this one little black car in the front, and he was hauling ass. Other 3 cars, not so much, and then me. And the first passing lane, I went, boom, right around those 3 vehicles. They all got over. And the little car got over on the right too, but I got behind him. I was like, no, not yet. I want to see how you're going to do, because you pulled way out in front of these cars. So he started rocking it through the turns, and I was impressed. I was like, look at the little guy go, man. Look at him go. His little 4-cylinder. He was fucking going, man. I was like, let's go. And as soon as we hit the incline, what happened? Training day was sad. Sad face training day. I was sad face training day. I was sad for him. I was like, aw, I'm going to have to pass you. And, he tried. He was the little engine that tried so hard. And the very first passing lane we hit, man, whoa, I'm going around him. And he's just going like this next to me. And I'm going, what? I'm like, man, I'm passing this guy on like a 25 mile an hour turn. He should just be able to zip around it. But I knew he couldn't do it because we were going up a mountain, man. We were going up. I felt bad for him. He hung in there for about 2 miles, man. I was impressed. I was like, look at him go, man. Look at him go. Well, this will be fine. I was like, if he could keep this up, I'll be fine with this 45, 50 mile an hour pace through that whole thing. I'm fine. Man, we hit that fucking incline. He couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm sorry, little guy. So around I went with Rogan faithfully sitting next to me in the passenger seat, and me going like this, making sure that he's safe. Yeah, you just pull over when you can and let faster traffic go by and not inconvenience people. That's my rule. I pull over, I'll let people pass me. I have no problem with that. When I was racing to come home, I got passed by a few cars. They're fucking hauling ass. I'm like, fucking go. They're race cars, man, go. People fucking in like 6 cylinders, fucking all the power, lightweight, turbo. I saw, what did I see? I can't remember. I saw some fast cars though, man. And I have no problem if I'm not going that fast. Fuck, go around me, man. I'll get right out of your way. I let 2 cars pass me on the way up. I pulled off the road and let them, and they waved at me. Thank you, and I got right back on the road. All right, it's coming up here, guys. 420 in Newfoundland. You took up the entire road, Eddie. God, that's crazy. You gotta do what you gotta do, Eddie. Son. You. Hey, Cyber! What's up, buddy? Motherfucker, no, man, I can't believe this. Literally, I was just thinking about you, Cyber, and here you are. Bro, I will prove it to you, okay? I will prove to you that I was just thinking about you. It's like, Cyber never watches this anymore. Cyber never comes on here anymore. I'm going to tell a story on my live stream that I normally never tell if you were around. And I was thinking about you the whole time I told the story. And son of a bitch, if you're not here, I'm thinking about you, and here you are. I love you too. I miss you, brother. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, man, I feel somewhat guilty, but I also feel as if me telling the story I just told like a half hour ago somehow had some sort of butterfly effect in bringing you here, bro. Butterfly effect, bro. You know, because I just tried to download Battlefield 2. I can't get the patch to work. Chuckles is playing Battlefield 2, bro. So I'm trying to download Battlefield 2. Dude, I'm just like, everybody that was in the show before heard this crazy story that I never would have told before, but I was like, well, Cyber never comes to my show anymore. He's never here. So I don't mind telling this story. Cyber never comes here anymore. He doesn't watch. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I'm going to tell this story and I hope Cyber shows up. I just hope he shows up. And there you are, man. You're sitting and trimming. Oh, you had a nice harvest? Right on, buddy. Hell yeah. I got to do some trimming of my own, but not buds, unfortunately. I've got to trim some nose hairs. They're vibrating in my nose and they're driving me fucking crazy. Yeah. Maybe I got them. Maybe I got lucky. Maybe I didn't. I have no shame. I don't give a fuck anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. A little bit. They care a little bit. I think so. A little bit. Shut up, yo. Yo, shut up, yo. They care a little bit, yo. Yo, they care a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. I think so. I think they care a little bit. Yo, shut up. Yo. Shut up, yo. Mr. Brimer is here helping. Cool. Cool. Hello, Mr. Brimer. I have ESPN. That's funny, Teresa. The name Chinese. He's been watching me a lot on Facebook. Name is familiar. To look like himself on Skyrim, that's funny. Trump is God. Trump is God. I love your name, man. It's fucking awesome. You should always come here. Carson, less. Want to smoke? Of course I want to smoke. Yeah, let me get a clean bowl here. Pufflow. Pufflow. Smoke a little bit of that terped up Jack Hair. I got some of that Jack Hair. Look, I got an autographed postcard from Jimmy Dore. Steph Zamorano and Jimmy Dore signed it. She wrote it. He signed it. He signed it. And I didn't realize he signed it. That's dope. Trump is God says that's dope. Smoke with me. I'm gonna smoke with you. I'm gonna smoke with you right now. Are you Claw? I sent you a friend request. I sent you a friend request. I wonder if I can message you. I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna message you. Please check your internet connection and try again. I'm gonna message you a special nice. I'm gonna send a thumbs up. Oh, it says my internet connection's no good, man. Whatever. Unreal. Cheers, brother. All right, I was trying to call you, but cool. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is for all. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Cyber. Chief Queef. That's hilarious. It's so nice to see someone from Twitch coming on over. I wish I could redesignate that fucker. I wish I could redesignate that mixer page and get that working. That would be great. Unreal. So man, my finger hurts a little bit. I'm gonna put some Trini paint oil on it and see if it helps. Got a open wound on my finger right there. See that? Looks painful, doesn't it? Not anymore. Not anymore. Trini paint oil for the win. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Holy shit, man. I'm high as fuck. If I smoke tobacco, I said no, but I do smoke A. What'd you say? A, weed, B, marijuana, or C, cannabis? is, is that what you said? Hey, Cyber Reload, look who's here, brother. It's Cobra Dad. Cobra Dad, Cyber Reload's here, bro. I'm so excited. Both of you are here. It's a Gary. He's a Gary. What do you guys say about that? What do you got? What do you got to say about that? Little dog. Little dog. All right, well, Teresa, take us with you while you pick crabs. Hashtag keep it open. Don't leave. Don't go, though, yo. Don't go, though, yo. While we're chilling, man. Capper says, bye. Capper. You get high, Capper. It's top of the hour. Cheers to you. Good. I'm high as fuck. Bobblehead is out. Yeah, he's bobbled. Oh, he went for a long drive, Santa Rosa and back. That was, 2.5 hours in the car. Hippie chick, hey, what's up? Teresa's still here. Good. Very good, very good. Very good, very good. Your BF2 hub installation is not BF2 hub ready. Fuck you. Stop telling me, I know. Why don't you fix it for me, you fucking piece of shit smart ass software? I already ran the patches, they didn't go through, man. They didn't take, according to BF2 hub. Oh, let me shut it down. Okay, let me reopen it. Nope. Same thing. It's not, it says it's not ready. Fuck BF2 hub. I got both patches and I ran 1.5 or whatever. I ran the fucking patches and then they didn't work. I forgot what the numbers are on. You had to drive. You tweeted some of your cannabis plants. Hell yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Jim Dore and his wife sent me a postcard, everybody. I like saying that, man. Jimmy Dore and his wife sent me a thank you note, man, and they signed it, and it's awesome. And it's right there. And it makes me so happy. She actually wrote this big old message out. It's so cool. She's a very nice penmanship. She called me amigo. Thanks, amigo. Trendy as jabbers. Brings so much relief. Thanks, amigo. I should send them another ounce of flour. I went to the bird sanctuary today and they had a hand washing thing with Purell soap. It's so cool. I used it. Washed my hands with the alcohol stuff. They are tiny right now. Hey, amigo. Well, amigo, nice. She's proud of her heritage, her Mexican heritage. Steph Zamorano. Now they just need me on the show. I don't think they're comfortable with me on the show. I don't know. Who knows? Somebody's got to give me a shot one of these days. Be a hell of a show, man. I guarantee it. Whoever does it. I got a lot to say. You know? God, they'd have to have me on multiple interviews. Have me on several times. You got so much to talk about. Unless I go on Rogan, then it's like 3 hours. We could cover it all. Rogan be like, dude, I want to spend 5 hours with this guy. Hey, you want to come back next week? Let's book you again. And bring your doggy again. Bring your dog Rogan. We love him. They ain't ready for steady pressure. No, they are not. They are not, Juan. They're not ready to keep the pressure steady. Ah! They are not ready for steady pressure. You bet my flour is amazing. It's smooth and it's good. You know, it's not the best in the world, man. It's not the strongest. It doesn't leave oil on your lips. It's not the terpiest. But I love it. I love my buds, man. And they're great for me, man. They're exactly what I like. I like to be able to smoke and not get knocked the fuck out. You know, be able to keep not get a sore throat. I like the flavor. I like the smoothness, and I like to blow smoke rings. On the Pot Brothers at Laws show. Hell yeah. Anybody with a Twitter following would work, guys. It doesn't matter if they have a live show or not. Just if they have a following and just get the message out about who I am and the things that I've been in front of. You know, I was ahead of the curve on just about everything. I still am. Way out in front. You know? It's like picture a bicycle race, you know? And you got Lance Armstrong way out in front, right? Picturing that? You got the bike race, everybody's back here. And you got Lance Armstrong, and he's all fucking pumped up on steroids. And he's way out in front, right? On his bicycle, just fucking calves this big, just going, foo, 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 right? And then you got me 6 miles in front of Lance Armstrong driving my fucking Chevy diesel up the mountain, laughing and laughing and laughing. That's how far in front of the goddamn group I am. But no one wants to hear that. That's okay. That's okay. 7:10, everyone. Don't touch your face. So my solar guy is still here working on the solar. I'm worried, but I can pull up the plants, so to speak. I sent you a friend request on Facebook, Cyber. I hope you accept it. It's really, Facebook's a really easy way for me to be able to talk to you. Let me check these plants. These power plants. Scotty, need that power. The power plants is breaking down, Captain. I want to hear. Oh, they're all online. Look at that. But they're still not generating. It's still not generating. Whoa. Whoa, look at the battery reading way. That's crazy. Okay. He's down there setting shit up, I guess. Good news is my power hasn't gone out yet. Oh, we're finally getting grid power. There we go. Till we get this shit all sorted out. The grid's charging my battery. Yeah, the grid's charging my battery. Good. Oh, I'm so glad he's got the grid charging my battery. At least that's working right. But still, the solar generation is not working properly. Still only reading 56 watts in semi sunlight. It should be getting, 2 or 3 kilowatts at least, I would think. And it's only getting 56 watts. He's going to have to work on that. Man, I wonder if I'll be able to get Battlefield 2 running. It's so stupid that it says I don't have it. Maybe I'll pull up whatchamacallit and run it from there. Origin and try to run it from Origin. I wonder if that's possible. I'm so happy that he's here working on. You know what he told me? He's like, no, man, we weren't set up. We were nowhere near ready to go live with this yet. I'm like, oh, I didn't know, man. I just thought you didn't know how to, you didn't know what you were doing yet. I didn't think he had it all, gotten the instruction from the manufacturer about the way he had it set up. And when I got them on the phone and they said, no, do this, do that, we thought we were doing the right thing, but no, I'm learning it. And hopefully he'll get this thing up and running soon, man. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? No deliveries from UPS today. I'm sad. Expecting my guitar in the mail. I wonder if that's been delivered. I guess I can call. Son of a bitch. Fucking A. What the hell? You have security? I love it. That's great. Hey, Madeline? Ben. It's Ben. How are you? Are you good? Okay. I'm expecting a guitar. It'd be kind of big. Did it get there? Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. Take care. Bye. I want my guitar. I don't want to go down there and bother my. I don't want to go down there and bother my solar guy while he's working, especially when I can just sit here and monitor. I could sit here and monitor the plants, you know. And I could see if he fixes it. I won't have to go down there. I can see what he's doing. I can already see that he's got the battery charging off the grid, which wasn't working before. My power went out. I don't know what the fuck happened. You need help picking your rib tattoo? What do you want? What do you think? What are you looking at? I'm high too. I'm waiting to see if he gets his solar thing going. Come on, sun. Why can't it be full sun today, man? It says my solar's only bringing in 57 watts. There's no way. There's no way that's right, man. It is so fucking wrong. I should go check out my plants too, man. You guys want to see my grow? You want to see if my grow is still there? Oh, I love it. It's the camera's up at the roof. You can see the roof. You guys want to see the roof? It's kind of cool, actually. Looks beautiful. Isn't that cool looking? That first plant's a Jack Hare. The second and third plants are called Alien Overlord. The fourth plant is a Sweet Afghani Delicious. And then 5 and 6 are Jack Hares. So there's 3 giant Jack Hares in there. Tomato. Little male plant down there to the right in the first pot. Potatoes. Radishes. Zucchinis. Hopefully, I've got a single cucumber that sprouted. I got a whole row of cucumbers that sprouted out back, though. Luckily. I'm harvesting all the time, Brian. You talking about cannabis? It'll be in the season whenever everybody else is harvesting, around late October. Those plants are going to be gigantic by then, with huge colas on them. Going to need to be supported. I should probably put netting in there. That'll support the colas falling over. I can't wait. There's a zucchini down there right now I could probably go grab. Down in pot number 6. Hey, Luke. Sasha was not happy with me, my solar guy. He was not happy with the fact that I was down there fucking flipping switches and shit. Yeah. It's nice down there. I want to go down there and hang out. Take the doggy down there. Go see if that zucchini's ready. See if there's any tomatoes. I should go down there with the cutters and cut off the suckers. Here we go. I'll take these with me and cut off suckers on the tomato plant. Huh. All right, guys, I am out of here. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm just waiting for the power to come up on these solar panels. Take care. Thanks for watching. This 20-second wave is brought to you by TrendyAsDevers.com. Check out the website at TrendyAsDevers.com. All kinds of free information there for you. TrendyAsDevers.com. Don't be scared to go into a website, guys. Don't be scared. Just go. TrendyAsDevers.com. All right, guys? Bye.